What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Prosper back with another reaction video. In this video, I'm about to react to Dead Prez, Animal and Man. Shout out to Nate Yarborough for requesting this track. Ready to see what's up with this, bro. It's been a long ass minute since I reacted to a track by them, but I mess with them heavy, bro. They're probably one of my favorite duos to react to and whatnot. You know what I mean? Because of the message behind their music. Their message is about setting us free, you know what I mean, and being a voice for the voiceless and whatnot. So I respect them for that. So I'm excited to see what's up with this track, bro. All the tracks that I've reacted to so far from this album, bro, I've enjoyed tremendously. So I'm excited for this one. But before we get into the video, I need y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, roll 20K subs. Let's go. Post notifications on. With that being said, let's check this out. Let's get it.
Help me! You asked me to help you? Man is evil, capable of nothing but destruction.
Okay. Interesting. Beat's tough too.
Once upon a time, there was a very serious situation brewing. There was a farmer and a farmyard filled with animals, and this is the story of their times.
Old man Sam, he had a farm. Walked the land with the rifle. Most of the time shit was calm. His whole life was maintained off the everyday labor, from the mules in the field to the cattle in the stable. This is how he kept food on his table. You would've thought he was disabled from the way he be relaxing, acting like Mr. Magnificent. But the animals was thinking something different. The sentiment was tension in the barnyard. Throughout the years, they hadn't been through mad drama with the farmer, word is barn guard. And they all came to one conclusion. They argued it was no way that they'd ever be free if it was up to humans. Therefore, the only course left was revolution, which was understandable. And since the pigs promised to lead it in the interest of all the animals, they planned a full attack under the leadership of Hannibal, the fattest pig in the pack. The next morning on the farm, everything was calm, just before dawn. But before long, the sun got so hot it made the farm seem electric. Now check it, this is when that shit got hectic. Directed by Hannibal, the animals attacked. Old Sam was in a state of shock. He fell up on his back and dropped his rifle, reaching in vain. Each and every creature from the field at his throat screaming kill, feel the pain. This is the animal and man.
This is interesting, bro. This is an interesting track, you know what I mean? I like the intro, the first intro, you know what I mean? Help me. You ask me to help you. Man is evil, capable of nothing but destruction. And that's some real shit right there, bro. And then he goes and says, once upon a time, there was a very serious situation growing. There was a farmer and a farmyard filled with animals. And this is the story of their times. And right here on Genius, it's talking about, explains the plot of George Orwell's famous novel Animal Farm. So, which intended as a metaphor for the Russian Revolution. I have not read that book, so that's going to go over my head, you know what I mean? The comparisons and whatnot, and the references from that book. But I've heard of George Orwell and whatnot, you know what I mean? And all, like, the stuff he talks about in his novels and everything basically is what we're living in today, I guess you could say, or where the world's headed. So it was very prophetic in a sense, right? But yeah, I like it. It's a storytelling track, right? So old man Sammy had a farm, walked the land with the rifle. Most of the time shit was calm. So I guess right here he's talking about a lot of the deep meaning is definitely gonna go over my head, but just to sum it up, it's just basically the animals having a revolution to be set free, you know what I mean, from the farmer. So yeah, I think that's just what it is. Throughout the years, they had been through mad drama with the farmer, word is bond, God, and they all came to one conclusion. They argued that there's no way they'd be free if it was up to humans. So giving power to humans to set them free, it ain't gonna work, because humans are the ones, I guess you could say, that are putting them in the situation that they're in, which is being held captive, right? Being in a farm and everything. So talking about they gotta take actions into their own hand, which is basically, this whole track is just a metaphor, right? I have not read that book, so I can't draw the comparisons and whatnot to that book, but basically talking about how in order for us to be free, we have to take action into our own hand, right, and start a revolution, and whatnot. Because if we're gonna, if it was up to, here he said humans, if it was up to the people, the powers that be, whether it be government or whatever, we'll never be free, right? We'll stay in the same position that we're at, which is, I guess you can just say slaves, right? Slaves to the system. So I like it a lot, bro. And since the pigs promised to lead it in the interest of all animals, they planned a full attack. And I don't know specifically why the pigs led it, you know what I mean? Why that's the animal in choice. Probably has something to do with the book. They planned a full attack under the leadership of Hannibal, the fattest pig in the pack. Next morning on the farm, everything was calm just before dawn. But before long, the sun got so hot it made the farm seem electric. Now check it. This is when shit got hectic. Directed by Hannibal, the animals attacked. Old Sam was in a state of shock. He fell up on his back and dropped his rifle. So you see, it just goes to show that although he had a rifle, right, walked the land with a rifle, it was not enough to protect him with the unity of all the animals, right? Following the leadership of that one animal, being the pig. So very dope story, how he put it and everything. Dropped his rifle, reaching in vain. Each and every creature from the field is at his throat, screaming, "Kill, feel the pain." I like it, bro. Very dope. Let's keep it going. The beat is dope too, bro.
Each and every creature from the field at his throat, screaming, "Kill, feel the pain." This is the animal, the man. This is the animal, the you. This is the animal, the man. Coming true. This is the animal.
And basically the title of the track and the chorus, right? This is the animal and man. This is the animal and you. I guess could just relate to being animals. I guess you could say we often look at animals as being cruel, when in reality, humans are the cruel ones, right? So I guess people's perception of animals being cruel, this is the animal in man. This is the cruelty within humans, I guess. That's what he's saying. I might be wrong, but that's just how what I'm getting from it.
This is the animal in you. This is the animal in man. Coming true. After they ran the farmer off the farm, the pigs went round and called a meeting in the barn. Hannibal spoke for several hours, but when he talked about his plans for power, that's when the conversation turned sour. He issued an official ordinance that said, if you're not a pig from this day forth, then you supporting it. That's when the horses went buck wild. One of them shouted out, "You fraudulent pigs, we know your fucking style." Hannibal's face was flushed and pale. All the animals' eyes full of disgust and betrayal. He fell the same way Sam fell. They took his tongue out his mouth and cut his body up.
That's crazy.
You gotta listen while you can. It's a very thin line between animal and man. When Hannibal crossed the line, they all took a stand. What would you have done? Shook his hand. This is the animal and man.
That's crazy.
This is the animal and man.
Hold up. That's crazy. I did not expect it to turn this way. You know what I mean? For the story to go this direction, but it's very true. You know what I mean? In the sense that, so basically after they ran the farmer off the farm, the pigs went around and called a meeting in the barn, right? So basically this is what happens, right? When often a dictator gets overthrown, another dictator comes and takes the place, and he's usually the one that led the revolution to overthrow the dictator, right? And it's a cycle, I guess you can call it. Basically power leads to corruption, you know what I mean, and all that. So it's crazy, and it's basically the abused becomes the abuser, right? Because now these people are in the same position that person was, and since they've been abused and oppressed by this individual, they become that individual once they have power in their hand. So that's crazy. It's very crazy how I like it a lot how he the whole metaphor he got going with the farm animals, you know what I mean, the farmer and all that. So pigs went around, called a meeting in the barn. Hannibal spoke for several hours, but when he talked about his plans for power, that's when the conversation turned sour, right? So nobody's agreeing with him. He issued an official ordinance to set, if you not a pig from this day, then you a subordinate, meaning all basically in the sense that if you're not a pig, you're below, right? Pigs are basically there's equality amongst pigs, but any other animal you're less than, I guess, in a sense, right? And obviously the other animals aren't going to agree with that. That's when the horses went buck wild. One of them shouted out, "You fraudulent pigs, we know your fucking style." Hannibal's face was flushed and pale, all the animals' eyes full of disgust and betrayal. Rightfully so, right? He fell the same way Sam fell. So his, I guess you can say, he got overthrown the same way the farmer got overthrown. They took his tongue out, right, of his mouth, cut his body up for sale. For real, you better listen while you can. It's a thin line between animal and man. So basically talking about saying this whole track's a metaphor, right? Shit that's going on with them is basically going on with us. When Hannibal crossed the line, they all took a stand. What would you have done? Shook his hand. This is the animal and man. That's crazy. This is really dope. I really like this a lot. Definitely there's deeper meaning behind it. You know what I mean? That goes on with just stuff that, you know what I mean, politics and shit like that within the world. But I'm not too knowledgeable on that matter. You know what I mean? Foreign relations, all this type of shit. So a lot of that shit that's gonna go over my head. Dictatorships, you know what I mean, and all that. So yeah, as far as the deep meaning that he's drawing with certain lines in here, because I know there's deeper meaning than what I caught. Yeah, but I like it a lot. I really like it a lot. So, and this always leads to the question, what is the answer? You know what I mean? And what's the answer? And I know they're a very pro-socialist, you know what I mean? I think the track was it Day School, or I think it was Day School that I reacted to. I think, it was Police State. And I think there was like certain lines suggesting socialism, and you know what I mean. So I think that's what they stand for and whatnot. You know what I mean. Same thing with the Black Panther Party and all of them. So I like it a lot, bro. This track is very dope. Let's keep it going.
This is the animal in you.
Beat's dope.
This is the animal in man. Coming true. This is the animal in man. This is the animal in you. This is the animal in man. Coming true.
Yeah, beat is crazy. This is dope track, bro. They got the animal sound effects too. Yeah, that Prez is dope, bro. I think the beat just going right out. That's like it.
This is the animal. This is the animal in man.
Yeah, I think the beat just going right out.
This is the animal in you. This is the animal in man. Coming true.
Remember.
Yeah, beat is crazy, bro. I like it. Alright. Yeah, that was a dope track. That was a very dope track. I wish, let me know down below stuff I missed, because I know I missed a lot. Especially when it relates to that book, you know what I mean? That George Orwell book. But this is dope. This is a very dope storytelling track, you know what I mean? The way the track is structured, the production, everything about it is fire. That Prez is dope, bro. I mess with them, you know what I mean? Not only because the music is dope, but just what they stand for too, you know what I mean? How can you not mess with them and have respect for them? So yeah, this was a cool track. Y'all were right about this one, bro. A few of you guys told me that this was a cool track too. So shout out to you guys that did. But yeah, if y'all enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to leave a like if you would like, leave a comment if you would like, share the video. I appreciate all the support, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.